Now, this is my cue. Without further ado, let's give it up from the Wiseguy Show, Carlo Bellario, everybody. There he is.
How you doing, Carlo?
How are you, buddy?
Nice to see you,
Carlo, thank you.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you? It's an honor to be here, brother.
And it's also 100 degrees.
That's all right. Sweat off a couple of pounds, that's all.
All right, now listen. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you actually started doing stand-up.
I got interested, well, as a kid, I got interested in stand-up comedy from watching Abbott and Costello. They were my absolute first inspirations, and in my opinion, there's no other comedy team that will ever surpass them.
The best.
Yeah, I graduated in 1985. I started doing open mics in the city. 1987, when comedy was booming. That's when comedy was comedy. Now, it's a shame what it's become. And I remember doing open mics and with Ray Romano and Frankie Pace, who you're going to have on real soon.
Yeah, Frankie's great.
I got lucky. You know, my problem was I got in and out of it. I would do it for 4 years, and then I got in a little bit of trouble because I wanted to be one of these here guys, and I had to go on vacation for a couple of years, and then I came back. And for the past 15 years, it's been solid. I managed to forge a nice career for myself, and I have been lucky. I had the 3 best mentors in comedy. I have Vic DiBitetto, the Reverend Bob Levy, and Mike Marino. What else can you ask for? And they've been so great to me. And just real quick, I want to mention a couple others: John Peasy, Paul Veneer, and Jeff Parami, who have been like so supportive of me in a business that's pretty nasty sometimes.
Yeah.
There is an underside to comedy, unfortunately.
Now, listen, it's all over, the music business, the entertainment business.
Acting, yeah. I mean, it's a shame, but what are you going to do? I'm so happy to be here. I love this. It's great.
What's one of these guys?
My father was a wise guy, and I thought I wanted to be one.
It seems like everybody, half the people come on my show are wise guys. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you know what?
We're like all reformed.
Yeah, that's it. I changed my evil ways. I still have it in me.
Hey, listen, the devil never leaves. You just got the angel on the other side.
That's it, you know, and what are you going to do? I mean, it's the neighborhood I grew up in. It's what you're exposed to. Initially, you know what I'm saying? What you're exposed to, and you think at the time that that's the be-all, but it's not. You know, but thank God I found my outlet in comedy, and you know what? God willing, I'm going to keep going.
Well, that's it. Enough of late mob. When you perform live, do you play local or you tour?
I do local, and I just came off the road with Bob Levy.
Yeah, he's great, that guy.
I'm actually going to be going on the road with Gemini, John Lombardi.
Gemini's the best.
Awesome.
I love Gemini.
I took your advice, and we're setting up a tour. You know, I'm single. I'm not married, so it's great for me. It's perfect. I love to see other countries.
Tell him he still owes me $100.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, by now it's probably like 130 because you got to pay the interest,
That's
right?
it.
But yeah, I love touring. You meet people. That's why I'm a people. If you're not a people person, you don't belong in comedy.
No,
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
No.
That's just the way it is.
How did you find your style? I mean, did it take a while doing all the open mics and
yeah, you have to develop a stage presence. I'm like Tony Soprano meets Sam Kinison.
You look like him.
You know, but I mean, that's what it is. I'm very, you know, most of the time, if you notice, and anybody who's watched comedians, the funniest stuff is the stuff that really happened, the true stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like Vic DiBitetto, he talks about his wife and his kids, and I actually fell off my chair the first time I saw Vic. And that's true. I talk about my growing up Italian, and it's not hacky stuff. It's funny stuff.
That's the way to do it.
And then I get a little racy, too. You know, I talk about my ex-wife who was an Arabic. I rip her a new ass in my act, and it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like one of the things I use, because she was an Arabic, you know, because everybody thinks Muslim and terrorist. I say the first time I went down at her, I cut my lip on a box cutter. You know what I'm saying? It's funny stuff like that.
So listen, Carlo, I understand that you think that the climate of comedy has changed a bit. Is that true?
Yeah. What happened? The club owners, they don't want to pay you anymore. And you know what? I'm tired of. I'm sorry, Johnny and Leo. I'm sorry, but you can't blame everything on the economy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which it's bad. And, you know, look at 1987 when comedy clubs were packed, Dangerfields, you know, all those. The caliber is not there. Believe me, there's a lot of hard-working comics, and they're very good at what they do, but the caliber's not there. And it's like they're stabbing each other in the back. Nobody wants to help each other.
Yeah.
Throw the guy a gig. You can still make your money. You don't have to be a about it, and it's a shame too, because let me tell you something. People should go out to. People should watch the Late Night with Johnny P show, and yeah. To have, you know, not for nothing.
Order.
Reality TV is good if it's a quality show, but that's not. They should watch Johnny P and listen to guys like Joe Causey on the radio.
For sure.
That's goddamn entertainment.
That's it, right?
And go out and support guys. Listen to me. I know this is not a bullshit. Go out and support live comedy as often as you can. Because more people need to laugh in this country. Too many people got sticks up their ass.
Put it this way, the music business is the same way these days. There's no one's going to clubs no more. Even national groups in clubs, no one's going unless you're playing the Garden or something. It is a little bit of the economy, but it ain't. But it has to do with it because a lot of people don't have the money to spend. You know what I mean?
It's a
Comedy
shame.
clubs are cheaper, but still, they got to drink if they're going to go out.
And I agree with you because I know a lot of guys that are in bands and they're good and nobody comes out to see these people.
Listen,
and they get swept under the carpet.
We have an hour to talk about that. It's another subject. But yeah, it's the truth. Especially this day and age, you know?
You know, and it just bothers me that, you know, it doesn't have to be this way, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have money, I mean, a comedy show is $15, $20 and you go home and you forget about that you owe a mortgage, you forget about what's going on in the country. You know that Freedom Tower? You know what they should do? They should put a big middle finger and point it towards the Middle East is what they should do.
Definitely.
That's what they should do with that Freedom
Yeah.
Tower. Yeah, that's right.
Well, speaking of the Freedom Tower, it looks good.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It does.
I want to just give a shout out and a thumbs up to anybody that's working on that. A good friend of mine, Eddie Cosgriff, who's usually here, but he's been working a lot of overtime with the Freedom Tower, and it looks amazing. I mean, it's a good feeling to finally see this thing up, right? What do you think?
Long overdue.
Now, Carlos.
Carlo.
I call him Carlos.
Leave off the last S for savings already, will you?
I call you
He's Italian, not Mexican.
I call him Carlos because last minute he gives me the guest list last night. That's okay. Now listen, the Wiseguy Show, the infamous. I mean, tell me how it started. Who were the big hitters before you took this over?
Well, what happened was the Wiseguy Show was a program that originally aired on Sirius Satellite Radio. It starred Joe Causey, Vinny Pastore, Uncle Floyd, Cha-Cha, and Joe Regano. For whatever reason, the show stopped, and me and my co-host, Johnny Salami, no, he's not a porn star. Yeah. Don't ask, you know, I have no idea. He's not a porn star, I know that, but he's a fellow comedian. He's getting started out, and he wants to do some acting. So I said, you know what, we always love the show. We listen to it religiously. And I said to myself, you know what, let's take this to the internet. So I went to Cha-Cha. I said, Cha-Cha, we love the idea. You know, we're not going to do the same thing as they did because I didn't want to steal it, but I just love the concept. And we took it to the internet. But ours wasn't just radio. We streamed live, so it was like a webcast. So we did that, and we're in our 3rd season. We just left one network. We're on hiatus right now, but we're going to be coming back in about a month or so on Vidiots.com on Wednesday nights, and look out for that. Check out Vidiots.com with 2 Ds. And it's a cool site run by a Newark firefighter who's into production. He's got a lot of funny videos, and you're going to see us there streaming live every week.
Great.
So looking forward to that.
Great.
You want to know something funny? I just saw Cha-Cha. I really don't know him. I met him a couple times with Vinny. And,
Great guy.
They were having a party at Coney Island. So Killer Joe played. I played a couple of songs with them. But I saw Cha-Cha was there, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I love Killer Joe. I've seen, he plays for all the Cha-Cha's functions.
Good band.
Absolutely. And Cha-Cha is going to be reopening Coney Island soon, too.
Yeah, he said he's going to come on down, bring him on down and bust his chops a little.
Yeah, you should do a live remote from over there.
Yeah, but they got to pay me. I don't want. If I do any more free work, I'll have a rope
What is this,
around my neck.
Goodfellas? F you, pay me? What are we doing here?
Listen, Carlo, it's my last question, right? Because I think our time is running out. But you've got a lot going on. Other than the Wiseguys, you have a new web series.
I just got cast in a show, a web series. It was created by Michael Belveduto and W. Jeff Crawford. It's called Mob on the Run. It's going to, in about a month or so, the first episode's going to hit. And it's a really good show. They're not famous guys. They're very talented people. I play Carmine the Jaw de Rossi for whatever reason why, I have no idea. But it's going to be a good show, so check that out, www.mobontherun.com. Check out the Wiseguy Show on Vidiots.com. And above all else, please support live comedy. Stop watching reality TV. The hell with Snooki already, all right?
No, listen, no more Snooki. We got Big Ange.
You know, Snooki, you know what they did? They actually dedicated a ride to her on the boardwalk at Seaside.
Get out of here.
They call it a tilt-a-whore.
Well, Carlos, besides that, is there any a Facebook, a MySpace, anything like that?
Yeah, I don't have a website because you know what? With all the social network, who needs it? You go on Facebook. I'm under Carlo Bellario, and then you could also check out you can like our Wiseguy Show, the Wiseguy Show with a Z on the end. Check that out. And I'm also, if you YouTube me, you can see my videos. Come out and support live comedy. Seriously.
Great.
Sounds good.
You know, we all need to laugh some more.
Well, Carlo, it was a pleasure, buddy.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Come back anytime.
Watch this show. If you don't, I'm going to hurt you guys. I'm seriously.